48 FastCast.
All right, welcome into the FastCast this Friday morning. It's like a beautiful sunrise behind us. A great way to start off the weekend, Eric.
Yeah, beautiful start to the day. Should be a great day from start to finish. Great night for all the high school football games, Trash Panda baseball. Last homestand, get out and cheer on our team. And we have to just wait until spring of next year before we've got more baseball here in the Tennessee Valley. I want to share the drought monitor really quick because it came out just after FastCast finished yesterday. It actually shows improvement. Now, we still have some areas to deal with, some dry areas through north central Alabama, south central middle Tennessee, a little bit of moderate drought even creeping into Colbert, Lauderdale County, and areas to our north and west. And the farther west you go, the drier and drier things are, including Memphis and West Tennessee under severe drought. With a forecast of 90+ degree days coming and no potential rainfall, our drought conditions will continue to worsen. At least these 90s that we're expecting for the weekend and beyond, they won't be terribly humid days, so the heat index will stay below 100 degrees. But next chance of any rain whatsoever is hopefully, and I say that loosely, hopefully Thursday of next week. We've got some dense fog to deal with, plus your Friday traffic headaches, so maybe if you can, allow a few extra minutes out the door.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
Yeah, as Eric mentioned, that fog reducing visibility. We have good news on major highways is that right now the flow of traffic is okay and there's no delays, but we do have an accident right now. It's more of a moderate accident more than a minor accident on 36. This affects your drive if you're going from like Somerville or Floret and you're trying to drive to Lacey's Spring and you use that as a cut through. Priceville, sometimes people use that. You go west to east, you don't want to deal with 565. It's a big no today. You got to go the other way, okay? So here's your drive times. Athens to Huntsville now is up to 37 minutes. Jonathan.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Well, 2 people were taken to the hospital after a vehicle hit a pole at the University Drive and Jordan Lane intersection this morning. Traffic was shut down while crews were working to clear that scene, but the intersection has since reopened. Now, the condition of the 2 people who were taken to the hospital is not known. Also, this morning, a home in Huntsville was destroyed in a late-night fire. Now, this happened at a home on Choctaw Circle near the Montesano Boulevard just before 1 a.m. Firefighters on the scene tell us that the home was currently under renovation. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and fire officials are working to figure out what started it. An incredible rescue happened at the Bankhead National Forest as first responders rushed to save a hiker early Thursday morning. Now, in this video that you'll only see here on WAFF 48, you can see the moments that the hiker was placed in a helicopter and flown to the hospital. The Lawrence County Sheriff's Office says the hiker disappeared early yesterday morning. First responders found him with a broken leg. Now, we have a road work advisory coming up this Monday to pass along. A portion of Swancott Road will be closing for a sewer project. Swancott Road will be closed from just north of Swancott Church of Christ to the southwest Billow Road. Now, residents will still have access to the closed area, and that closure is expected to last between 3 to 4 weeks. Detours will be posted. Now, there will be a second closure on Monday. Now, that will be happening at the intersection of Pettis Road and Pine Grove Road. The intersection will be completely closed while crews build a new roundabout there. Now, people who live in the area will still have access to their homes. That project is expected to wrap up by Monday, October 6th. Now, parts of the Huntsville community have been pushing back for weeks on having AI cameras attached to garbage trucks. Mayor Tommy Battle says the city council still needs more time before they enforce the new rule. Now, city leaders say the trucks cover a lot of ground that could help monitor neighborhoods for city code violations. And for weeks, residents have been opposing the rule during council meetings. They say they don't want AI to be used to surveil their properties. Last night, city leaders decided to take the contract agreements to buy the cameras off of their agenda.
We don't want AI surveillance. We don't need more of it. So it's up to you.
We do not have questions about the contract. We do not want the contract negotiated. We want it rejected. I thank you for listening to our concerns so far, but you need to open your ears more. We do not want to be surveilled.
The city leaders say they will postpone next week's resolution to implement the cameras. They'll circle back to the idea in another 6 to 8 months after more research has been done on the equipment. Well, coming up, Alabama officials are giving their opinions on whether sports betting should be legalized in the state. We'll tell you where they stand ahead. The nationwide growth of sports betting continues to boom as 40 states have legalized it. But here in Alabama, it gets swallowed up during the legislative session. So the question remains, will it become a reality in our state? Alabama is currently losing money to bettors traveling to other states. Bettors, of course, can travel state lines to a brick and mortar location or just use their cell phones to place a wager when they get across state lines. And when you add that with the lottery and illegal betting, lawmakers say the state is missing out. The American Gaming Association estimates the gaming industry generates over $13 billion of revenue last year alone. In nearby states with legal wagering like Tennessee, residents wagered over $5 billion.
The legitimate companies in sports betting geofence the state and won't allow people here to bet using their app or their website. But as I said, there are a whole host of other means to place bets if you're sitting in Alabama. So that doesn't seem like it's a level or even playing field.
State Senator Arthur Orr, who you just heard from, says it's likely another state gambling bill could be filed in next year's legislative session.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Well, good morning once again. Happy Friday. It's been a beautiful week of weather. Some of you saw some beneficial rainfall with those storms yesterday. Could have done without some of the gusty winds and the lightning, but at least you saw rain and really no chance of rain moving forward. High temperatures today will reach the upper 80s to low 90s. With the falling humidity, the air temperature will match or feels like temperature. And these 90s would be pretty brutal if the air was a lot more humid. But dry air stays in place. It's almost like that desert heat feeling where it's hot but not overly humid, so you're not sweating as much. Still make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Look at the fog we have out in Marshall County, Guntersville, and it's not just Marshall County, Jackson County, parts of Middle Tennessee. Another evening of 48 Blitz football coverage. Carl Prather and the team ready to go. Kickoff temperatures should be right around 80 degrees, and I don't think you'll need a jacket out there this evening. I think things will be pretty comfortable, especially with those light winds. Weekend looks good for anything you have planned outside. Low to mid 90s continue into next week, but all in all, for the last kind of stretch of summer here, feels like summer with the 90s, but rain-free, unfortunately.
All right, well, we definitely will enjoy the comfortable temperatures tonight if you're heading out. Thanks so much for watching us here. Make sure to tune back in at 10 for Talking TVL and 10:30 for Weather Extra. Until then, have a great Friday.